Hey guys, who's ready for another read aloud? Today I'm going to read to you a mystery. And a mystery is a type of genre. A genre is a type of writing or a book, and it's the way we categorize it. Different types of genre, different types of stories. And a mystery means that this book is going to have a puzzling problem that's going to happen. And someone's going to have to solve it, but they're not going to be able to solve it to the end. Now, in this book, there are several mysteries. That means there's going to be more than one. And we're going to have different chapters for the different mysteries. So, our book today is Anteater Loves a Mystery. So, we're going to figure out what mysteries Anteater is going to be solving in this story. Let's get started. Anteater Loves a Mystery by Doug Cushman. Anteater rides the train. That's the title of our chapter right there. Anteater, the anteater, loved mysteries. She took her mystery books everywhere she went. One day, Anteater decided to visit her sister Eliza. She packed 2 dresses, 2 mysteries, a sweater, and 5 bags of popcorn kernels. Eliza loves popcorn, said Anteater. Anteater walked to the train station. People hurried this way and that. They all look like people in my mystery stories, Anteater thought happily. A porter said, "Excuse me, may I take your bag?" "Yes," said Anteater. "I am in car 5, seat 23. Pay attention to the illustrations in the story because they may help you solve the mystery before the words help us solve the mystery. Anteater bought some candy for the train ride. Then she found her seat and began to read a mystery. The train rolled on and on. Anteater felt chilly. She opened her bag to get her sweater, but the bag was filled with hammers and screwdrivers and all sorts of tools. You think that's her bag? "This is not my bag," she cried. "My bag has been stolen. Who would steal a suitcase full of clothes and popcorn? I must tell the conductor." Anteater found the conductor and told him her story. "We must find your bag," he said. "Come with me." Who do you think has her bag if that bag had screwdrivers and hammers and lots of tools? They talked to a banker, a magician, a doctor, and a butler, but no one had seen the missing bag. Suddenly, they heard a loud pop, 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 pop. "It is coming from the engine," the conductor yelled. Everyone ran to the front of the train. A black bag sat beside the roaring boiler. Popcorn was flying everywhere. "That is my bag!" Anteater cried. "It looks just like mine," said the engineer. "The porter must have switched your bags by mistake," said the conductor. "No harm done," said Anteater. "Let's enjoy the popcorn while it is still hot." And that is what they did. So what was the problem in the first chapter? What happened? Well, the problem was her bag got switched. She couldn't find her bag. And so how did they figure out that problem? How did they solve the mystery? What gave them the clue to solve the mystery? It wasn't asking anybody because nobody knew where it was. You're right. The clue to solving this mystery was that she heard and everybody else heard the popcorn popping, and she knew she had 5 bags of popcorn kernels. So I want you to try to figure out what the problem is in the next chapter and how they figured out and how they solved that mystery. Anteater sees a shadow. Eliza was happy to see Anteater. "I want you to meet all my friends," she said. "Tonight we will have a party." That night, Eliza's house was filled with her friends. Alfred the butler served little hot dogs on toothpicks. He filled tall glasses with lemon punch. Anteater told everyone about her train ride. "Exciting things never happen in this town," Eliza said. Suddenly, Anteater saw a dark shadow. "Look!" she cried. Everyone gasped. Eliza's cat jumped and knocked over the lamp. The room went dark. Anteater found the light switch and clicked on the light. The black shadow was gone. "Who could it have been?" Eliza asked. "It might have been a jewel thief looking for diamonds," said Anteater. "We must search the house." Everyone ran to find the thief. They looked behind chairs and under beds. No one found a thing. Pay attention to the illustrations. What do you think's happening? First off, what's the problem? Second, what do you think the solution will be? What do you think they figured out? What's the mystery? Alfred served up more punch. "Yipe!" cried Eliza. The shadow was on the wall again. The cat fell into the punch bowl. Alfred dropped his serving tray. The shadow disappeared. "Quick!" cried Anteater. "He may be outside." Everyone rushed outside. They looked under trees and bushes and looked behind the garage and in trash cans, but they found no one. When everyone had gone home, Alfred began to clean up. "Who would think that a mystery could happen here?" he asked Anteater. Anteater looked at Alfred. Then she began to laugh. "Look at your shadow," she said. "This mystery has been solved." What was the shadow actually of? Whose shadow was it? Was it a jewel thief? Anteater collects her mail. Anteater returned home. She had lots of mail in her mailbox. There was a short note on yellow paper. "What is this?" she asked. The note said, "I will be back at 3 o'clock this afternoon." "Part of the note is missing," said Anteater. "What does it mean? Perhaps it is for Mr. Chumley next door. Perhaps he has strange people in his house." Anteater began to wash her windows. She also watched Mr. Chumley's house. So what's the mystery right now? What is our problem? What is the thing we need to solve and figure out? You're right. It's this half-written note. We don't know who it's for or what it's about or who it's from. At 3 o'clock, a large black car drove up to Mr. Chumley's house. A tall figure in a dark coat got out of the car. He had a scarf around his neck. He carried a large bag. "Who would wear a scarf in this hot weather?" Anteater asked. "Maybe he is a thief. He does not want people to see who he is. Anteater grabbed the note and a measuring cup. Well, I must find out. She ran across the yard and knocked on Mr. Chumley's door. Mr. Chumley opened the door. What a pleasant surprise, he said. Please come in. I need a cup of flour, Anteater stammered. Of course, said Mr. Chumley, but first meet my brother Lester. He just brought back my laundry. He runs a laundromat. He just brought back his laundry. What do you think a laundromat is? You're right, a place to go to wash your clothes. Nice to meet you, Lester whispered. You must excuse my voice. I have a bad sore throat. I need to wear this scarf to keep my neck warm. Oh dear, Anteater thought. She was very embarrassed. Lester was not a thief. I am pleased to meet you, she said. Did you leave this note for your brother in my mailbox by mistake? No, said Lester. This is a real mystery, said Anteater. It wasn't Lester. Who was it? Just then the doorbell rang. It was the mailman. Hello, Anteater, he said. I thought I saw you come in here. Did you get my note? You wrote the note? Anteater asked. Yes, said the mailman. I have a package for you. Thank you, said Anteater. Solving mysteries makes me tired. I think I will go home. Anteater went home and opened her package. She sat down in her cozy chair and began to read her latest mystery book. So, what was the mystery in that one? We had the note. And then how was the mystery solved? What was the mystery? What was the end of the mystery? What did they solve? What did they figure out? Who was it? Who wrote that note? Anteater solves a mystery. Mr. Chumley knocked on Anteater's door. I'm going to visit Lester, he said. Will you take care of Sam while I am gone? Look at that picture. Who is Sam? Which one is Sam? Of course, said Anteater. I love cats. Thank you, Anteater, said Mr. Chumley. Goodbye, Sam. You look hungry, Sam, said Anteater. Here is some fish for you. Sam sniffed the plate and turned up his nose. Maybe you would like some milk, said Anteater. Sam lapped up the milk. Suddenly, the sky turned dark and it began to rain. Thunder roared and lightning flashed. All the lights went out. Oh dear, Anteater muttered. Where did I put the candles? She found some candles in a drawer and lit them. Sam was gone. Sam! She called. Where are you, Sam? She looked under the sink and behind the stove. No Sam. She looked upstairs and down. Still no Sam. What will I tell Mr. Chumley? Anteater asked. Where do you think Sam went? Anteater thought a minute. I should look for clues like a real detective, she said. She saw the open door. I bet Sam went outside. The rain had stopped. Anteater saw a cat's paw prints in the soft ground. A clue, said Anteater. She followed the paw prints down the street and around the corner. There the paw prints stopped. What would a detective do now? asked Anteater. She thought some more. Well, she said, Sam is an alley cat. Maybe he went into that alley. Anteater is using her clues that she is finding to help her solve a problem. Like we can use our context clues in a story to help us determine what's going on, maybe what a word means, what's going to happen next, different things like that. The alley was dark. Anteater's neck tingled. Maybe I should come back tomorrow, she said. Then she heard a meow. Sam! She cried. She rushed into the alley. Oh my! She gasped. There were hundreds of cats. They all looked like Sam. Sam! She called. Sam! Which one of you is Sam? All the cats meowed. Oh dear, she said crossly. How will I ever find Sam? How do you think she's going to find Sam? How is she going to solve this mystery of where Sam the cat is and which one is Sam the cat? Then Anteater had an idea. She ran down the street. She came back with a package. Look, cats, she called. I have some nice fish for you. Hundreds of cats ran to Anteater. They all wanted the fish. How is that going to help us? I want you to predict. How is that going to help Anteater figure out which one's Sam? All except one cat, Sam. Anteater carried Sam back to her house. She poured a bowl of milk for him. She made a cup of cocoa for herself. Let me read you my new mystery, she said. Anteater said. Anteater sat down and opened her book. Sam drank his milk and listened late into the night. So I want you to think, have you ever read a mystery before? If you've ever watched Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo is a mystery. So I want you to think, if you're reading a book, when you're reading a book, what type of genre is it? Is it a mystery? And as always, go take that AR test.